Hmm.
Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Temple Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Switch to Michigan.
So Kansas offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Dropping back, it's Frost. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So the Temple Owls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Now the pitch. Past the 40. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Temple lines up quickly.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown Owls!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
He got his feet down. That's a hell of a catch.
In just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
He already looked at it. I didn't even challenge him. He felt that. That's a touchdown.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll do it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Might be changing the route. They send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Frost. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to pass on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Temple lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Deep shot for the end zone.
Bro.
Touchdown Owls. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Kanas. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, once upon a time, North Carolina, Virginia was as big as it gets in college football. It is the South's oldest rivalry, and it's now a final. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Frost. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
He's going to take off. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, the spin move. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Slams ahead. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Frost. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their 1st game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Bounced off his feet. Temple lines up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, oh! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's moving out of the pocket. It's caught. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Frost. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Works the middle of the field. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Temple lines up quickly. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. At the 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. On the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the air. It's Frost. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the... They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They'll run play action. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Safe completion on the screen. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. Temple lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Kansas offense returns to the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Frost. Rushes on him. Grab near the marker, it's Henson. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Santos. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Jayhawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The option look.
Oh, that was a terrible pitch.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Kansas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Frost. It's complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Don't worry about me.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Fires to the wideout. He's got him this time. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. And the Jayhawks are on the move. Try to get it to the edge. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Fritz. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Runs through the tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as 2, and then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups. And this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Santos. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
And the returner will be brought down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. The give to the left. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Tight end now in motion. RPO. Throw to the right, looking for the first. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something and fall to the ground.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to pass. It's Frost. Pressure coming. Working that left side now. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Temple lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Couldn't find